Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Highland Fox. We're doing another whiskey tasting today, and today we're doing one of my personal favorites, Angel's Envy.
Look at this bottle. It's beautiful. The wings.
As much as it pains me to say, we were definitely a ploy for marketing on this one.
I know. We do love every single product of Angel's Envy. Like, we have been to their distillery multiple times. We have traveled hours for them. We try to get every special edition bottle.
Yep.
So
Yeah, and we have a really cool one coming up. It was one of, 1,200 bottles or something that we ended up getting a hold of. We'll do that review in a little bit. But yeah, this is one of my personal favorites. This one and the rye, I think, are just far and away my favorites. So, fun story with this one, as with anything you're going to notice with me and Lindsay, is nothing is just easy.
we're never boring.
Yeah, that's kind of an insult. Is that like a Chinese insult? I hope your life is exciting or something.
Oh,
I think it is. Whatever.
sad. Oh,
Comment down below if that's actually a true statement or if I just lied on the internet, which never happens. The internet's
Never.
always true. So, I was in the Navy at the time in Maryland. We were still pretty new to whiskeys. My brother-in-law came to visit, and he saw a bottle of Angel's Envy cask strength, and it was more than we normally spend for whiskey by almost double.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, you have to try this. And I'm like, well, I don't really know. It's a lot of money. What if I don't like it? And he's like, just try it. Bring it home. We tried it. It was amazing.
Yep.
If you typed in the code to register the bottle, they sent you a ticket to go to DC and get a free tasting with the owner of Angel's Envy.
Yes. So we were like, we're relatively new to whiskey at the time.
We
but
live 2 hours away.
you know what? Let's do it.
Yeah.
So it was like a Tuesday or Thursday night.
Yep.
We
Both had to work in the morning.
took the train to DC.
Yep.
And went to this little bar, and they rented out the upper portion to Angel's Envy cask owners. And we had some amazing drinks. We got to meet Wes Anderson, who's the owner. He has five sons.
5 sons.
Five
Ooh,
sons.
We're going to get corrected on that. I think it's 5 sons. Yeah.
And they all help out in the business.
Yeah.
But we
He is
met
the
him,
chillest person ever.
Super nice, super chill. We met some fantastic whiskey guardians, which are basically like sommeliers, but for whiskey, and learned a ton of knowledge from them. The bartender was sick.
Yeah, he was so cool.
I can't even remember the drinks, but they were just so good.
And we ended up getting a lot of free extra drinks because we were talking to the bartender the majority of the time. And he just was like, hey, I want to try this. You guys want to try this? And he would just hand it to us. And we're like, sure. But
So-
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Next day was rough.
Oh, yeah, the next day was real rough. That's actually how we got these glasses. We were like, hey, man, we're telling you straight up. To him and the Angel's Envy Whiskey Guardians, we're like, we're stealing these. And they're like, oops, they broke. Here you go. So be nice to your bartenders.
Yep.
Not just because you're going to get something, but because their job is hard.
Yes.
Most of the people there were snooty, I guess is a...
They made a lot more than us.
Yeah, but
I knew it.
They didn't that's not the problem. It was just that it was just, they were snooty.
Yeah.
They just they would not talk to the bartenders. They would not talk to the whiskey guardians. So, because they were better than them, because they worked in DC, I guess. So, that was kind of an interesting culture shock to us coming from the Pacific Northwest where everyone's like, hey, man.
Hey, come join.
Yeah.
Party.
Because we had been in Maryland for weeks.
Yeah, it was not a long time. And then we went to
Yeah.
that bar in DC and we're like, whoa, this is so different than an
Yeah.
island off the coast of Washington.
Yes,
So-
very much. So there, we actually tried this bottle of Angel's Envy. And then they tried us the rye. And we'll review the rye in a little bit. We'll tell that side of the story. But for Normal's Angel's Envy, besides that experience, because we can talk about that all day, they're an amazing company. We're not sponsored. If Angel's Envy, if you're watching, if you want to sponsor us, we're all for it. But this bottle normally retails around $50.
Yeah.
Usually it's kind of hard to find. But you can
The regular is probably the easiest to find.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
But yeah, between 50 and 60, I'm
Yeah.
noticing at the stores.
This is probably the closest I have to my everyday drink. When it's not everyday, but like sometimes nice. I think everyday is still probably like Makers. But this is one of my favorite whiskeys.
Yeah, it's such a nice,
Easy, yeah.
easy. If you're years and years into whiskey, if you're starting out, I don't know. I think this is just such a good choice for anyone.
Yeah, because you were relatively. I was a little. I had like a year or two ahead of you, but
Yeah.
my brother-in-law is a bartender and he loves it, and you were pretty new, right?
Oh, absolutely. When you had a bottle of like regular Crown, and I was like, oh wow, what's that? You know.
Yeah.
So very, very green when it came
Yeah.
to whiskey, but
yeah.
here we are. So, and this is still like a top 5 for me.
Okay, that's good because you normally like the scotchier drinks.
I do, but this one, I don't know. It's just chill. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just, is that a word you can use for bourbon?
Bourbon, I feel like you can.
Chill.
I feel like bourbon is such an American thing that
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
let it ride kind of thing.
All right. As always, I'm gonna push us ahead.
All right, good talk.
Okay.
All right. So looking at the color, kind of that darker amber copper color.
I'm gonna go with gold.
I'm getting a little copper. You're not getting any red? Maybe it's our lighting. You're not getting red?
Well, you're like holding it up against the red thing back there, the red beanbag chair.
We have a beanbag chair in here.
It's Spider-Man.
It's Spider-Man. All right, we'll go with gold. All right. See, now I'm getting much sweeter.
Oh,
Like rock candy. Kinda.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very. I don't want to say very sweet, but
Yeah. Again, it is aged in. I think that's the thing. So
it's in port.
it's aged in port barrels, which is a sweet wine. So they make the whisk, they make the bourbon normal, and then finish it in port barrels. So
Yeah.
I think that's where
Almost like a vanilla caramel,
Yep.
like you said, rock candy.
Yeah.
A little bit of like an oakiness to it, but not overpowering.
No.
So,
Right.
it smells good.
Ready to try it? Cheers.
Ooh,
That's smooth.
it's very smooth.
And see, that's an easy drink. Like it doesn't burn. Like you get a lot of bourbons that are just like, I'm alcohol, but that's just like
Yeah.
it's a slow.
You can tell it's there, but it's
Yeah.
not like, oh, wow, I'm warm and tingly all over.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm getting the definite vanilla that I smell.
Yep. Yeah, I'm getting the maple syrup, but again, that's not surprising. For,
You're from Northeast Ohio. You can pick out maple syrup anywhere.
It's like second only to Vermont in the States. But,
I get the maple. I think I don't know why. I always mix up caramel and maple for some
that's
reason.
fair. Candy corn, candy canes, syrup. 4 basic food groups. Yeah. Yeah. How's the finish for you?
Light. It doesn't linger too long. Nope. Super light. A little bit of like a dried fruit chocolate.
I get the chocolate. Do you get
finish?
Do you get like a toast? Like,
no, I don't.
The notes say a toast, but I don't like bread toast. Not like toast like Cheers. Just want to clear that up.
No toast. But the finish, I get toast. Like a chocolate, light, dried fruit.
And it doesn't hang around. It's a nice finish.
Yeah, such an easy drink.
It's just so easy.
Yeah. I mean, retail price, maybe not an everyday.
Like, as much as I would love it to be an everyday.
But it so could be. It's so enjoyable. It is such an enjoyable drink.
For sure. All right. So do you recommend it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what part of your journey you are in. If you like pink Catawba wine, good for you. I recommend this. If you're like Lafroig peat whiskey all the way, give us a try.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this is just such a well-rounded, enjoyable bourbon.
Yeah. And again, like you said, I'm going to agree with everything again. It's like, for any range, right? Whether you're a seasoned drinker or, a new to bourbons, I would say definitely give this one a shot. Again, I personally would like it neat. If you want to add a cube or a couple drops of water, that will definitely open up the flavors. But I personally enjoy it neat. But again, like we say every time, drink whiskey the way you want to drink it.
I know Angel's Envy has a ton of cocktails on their website. I follow them on Instagram. They always shout out cocktails, and I've tried a few. Delicious, but
so good.
We start pouring the bourbon, and then that's as far as we get.
Yeah.
we'll someday get there, but
maybe future videos. I think right now
it's just, this is great. This is just
all right. Yeah. Well, we'll wrap it up. Thanks again for visiting us, and we'll see you in future videos for more F1 and whiskey reviews. Comment below if you want us to try anything else. We will try our absolute hardest to get our hands on some bottles that you guys like. But until next time, thanks, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it.